So hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bet Predict, the channel that gives you guys the best correct score prediction, betting strategy, football prediction. In today's video, I'll be giving you guys available football prediction for today matches, and we have some wins of recent that I'm going to show you guys as an evidence of how our channel have been accurate for the past few days using the goals strategy. Actually, some people have been messaging me on how they can use over 2.5 goals in winning their bets. Don't worry, very soon I'm going to drop a video, a comprehensive video about over 2.5 goals that will help you guys to win big odds. But just make sure that you stay connected with us so that you won't miss the video. So before I move on, I would like to show you the credibility of football prediction in today's channel using the over 0.5 strategy. Yesterday and day before yesterday, the two prediction that I posted on this channel, they came out so well. This is for day before yesterday. It is just a kind of a very small odd. It's a very small odd, so it's a very small odd, and we have the one of few days ago. So that's how we make use of over 0.5 over 1.5 strategy. So most times, the reason why most times I do stay low is because every time I do test strategy, and in the process of testing strategy, you can lose and you can win. But most times people testing strategy, they usually lose their bet. So that is the sacrifice we usually make for our audience to make sure that they are winning big. We sacrifice our own financial status in testing the best strategy for them to win their games. So in today's video, I'll be giving you available or using over 0.5 strategy. Everything has already been predicted, and the matches will be played tonight. One thing about football prediction is it requires analysis and forecasting. We'll be using statistical techniques, which include data mining and machine learning, to make predictions on the outcomes of football matches today. The accuracy of this prediction depends on several factors, which I've already gone through. So I'll just be showing you guys the basic of what I just look into before predicting it. It depends on several factors, including teams formation. All those ones are a kind of a stressful process, and I've gone through everything before predicting the over 0.5. The team formations and individual players from recent advances in technology have actually made it easier for people to access and analyze large amount of data and make more accurate prediction. So without wasting much of our time, I've already selected all the 6 match that we are going to be predicting. We are going to be staking our bet on. The first one is under the German league. The name seems to be kind of complex for me to pronounce. That is Rot-Weiss-Essen versus VfL in 1999 Osnabrück. The prediction is over 0.5. There are some factors I look into before concluding on over 0.5, because the over 0.5 strategy is not always available for all. It's not always available for all belts, and we have the match between SV Meppin 1912 versus SC Vail. So if you are not using Sportybet and you are using another bet platform, and you want to be benefiting from this odd, because it's a kind of an, let me say, to me is an 100% accurate odd, even though the odd seems to be small. I thought of 1.30 odd, but in this channel I've learned to focus on accuracy rather than quantity. So it's better to go for the quality than quantity. So the first two teams is under the German league. So if you are using another bet platform, I will advise you to make sure that you are documenting this prediction down with the name of the teams. So the first team here is under the German league, and that is German 3 Liga. So I look into their statistics. There are different factors I look into I check on other for live score apps to check their forms, their formation, their head to head, their previous meeting, and how they've been performing. So that's what those are the things I look into in predicting my over 0.5. It is the most important betting strategy out of all my strategy, because it is the only strategy that does not always fail. Though sometimes anything happens, the unexpected can happen in betting. The over 0.5 sometimes can disappoint, but not like over 0 or over 1.5 and over 2, because in betting you can never escape loss. So these first two teams are under the German league. So if you are using another bet platform, make sure you are documenting this down. The third match is Paris FC versus Amiens. This particular team is under the France League 2, I think. The other one is Dumbarton FC versus Sterling Albion FC. This one is around this match I played and let me check the leagues for you guys. So Scotland League 2. So Scotland, the reason why I like them most times is because they happens to be a country that score goals when it comes to their own league. Yes, Scotland League. So either the Scotland Premiership, Championship, League 2, they score goals very well. And also in German leagues, they score goals. But in France, not really. It depends on the strategy you are using. So for example now, we have another match too, Paraguay. I think Paraguay. Let me check. Yes, Paraguay division. Also in Paraguay, they don't really score goals, because these are the factors you need to be looking at before deciding on applying a strategy on a particular match. When you are applying your strategy on a particular match, check if in this particular league the score goes very well. For example, I can give you like 2 to 3 leagues that most times they always ended up in playing under 3.5. The first one for me is Argentina League. Most times, go and check their game history very well. Most times they always end up their match in under 3.5. Maybe for example 1-0, 0-0. South Africa League, most times their games always ended up in under 3.5, except if you are taking on the match between Mamelodi Sundowns or other teams. So Mamelodi Sundowns happens to be a team that score goals very well. So when you are taking on them, don't really stick on under 3.5. It is a kind of a very risky stuff to do. So if you are taking on Mamelodi Sundowns in South Africa, make sure you are taking the game as over 0.5, and also depending on their opponent. So another one I will give you guys is the Egypt League. The Egypt League too, most of their games are always go, and the prediction is always 2-1, and sometimes 2-0, sometimes 1-0, sometimes 0-0. That's how most of their games always end up in. But at most their game will end up in 2-2. So the last one league that I know that they usually score under 3.5 is so the Morocco League. Also, there happens to be a league that does not always really score goals. That also can be confirmed in their World Cup they played recently, whereby most of their winning is around 2-0, 1-0, 2-0, 1-0, and so. But when it comes to predicting over goals, German League, Netherlands League, Scotland League, and all these Japan League, sometimes they do score goals. Australia League and Austria League, Estonia League. We have different leagues like that, but it depends on the available games and their statistics. So in today's video, these are all our predictions, and there is only one UEFA Champions League match in it. That is Manchester City versus Leipzig. Actually, this match is supposed to be predicted as over 1.5, but for safety purpose and in order to protect our tickets, I decided to make it over 0.5. So this is all what we have at sort of 1.80 odd. If you are non-Sportybet users, you can make a documentation of this prediction, and if you are Sportybet users, this is the code for you to copy. So we have 6 match predicted as over 0.5 for today winning. Let's hope for winning. So thanks for watching. In the next few hours now, I'm going to drop a video on how to win over 0.5. So the over 0.5 strategy happens to be a strategy that have been helping me in predicting big odds, and the only thing that seems to be a dangerous thing about over 2.5, something that seems to be very dangerous about over 2.5 is something that seems to be very dangerous about over 2.5 is that it's sometimes they are very risky to predict, even though they have a very high and big odd. And for example, as you can see here, we have an odd of 1.66 odd for over 2.5, and the game ended up in 1-3 and so many more like that. So one thing that shocked me about over 2.5 sometimes is most of the games always end up in 1-0 and 0-0 sometimes. For example, this, even though I later won the match, is because I quickly recognized the outcome and I made a cash out on it. So that's how I was able to escape the loss in this particular match. But over 2.5 is really working, and I'm going to drop a video about the tutorial on it. So thanks for watching. Until next time, these are the best predict.